So we have finished loading the slope data into the database, and we've also restarted the database after that. Let's do a short recap of what we have. Right now we are on the Oracle client itself. If we'll run nvme list, we can see the Microsoft provided NVMe Azure disk that we are not using, and we can also see all the NVMe devices, NVMe volumes that Lightbits provided. We can look at the block devices. These are the Lightbits block devices, 16 tablespace, 16 data files all mounted and on 16 directories, and we created another larger one for the actual Oracle database. We'll see the same thing if we look at what is mounted. Everything is basically created for the data to run. You can also see that we have almost completely populated the file system on each of these Lightbits volumes or Oracle table spaces. That we have a recap of exactly what we have on the Azure VM that has an Oracle database on it. I'm now SSH into that VM as the Oracle user. The Oracle user home directory is /home Oracle, and underneath that is the slob directory. To run slob, you basically need to run a script called runit.sh. That comes with the usual slob tar file. What I did is I basically created a wrapper around the script so it can be easier to run things and check all sorts of permutations of running the scripts. So, for example, in this case, what I'm going to run is slob update percentage of 100%, followed by 25%, 50, 20, and 0, which is basically read-only. I'm going to use 16 schemas. I'm going to run, each run will be 20 minutes, and I'm going to use 42 threads. So, but you can see how you can add to, these are all bash arrays, how you can add different number of threads, play with the number of schemas that you use, and all sorts of things. The nice thing about this script is that it basically wraps around all the valuable files that slob create for each run, like monitoring of IOStat, MPstat, and other things like that, and of course the AWR report for that. So I'm going to run the script, which is basically just giving it some sort of a name that will be a directory that will have all these files that I just described. I'll call it long1. I'll start to run it, and once this is done, we'll come back and see how to actually look at the data and how to use it. So now that the slob tests that we ran are finished, let's look into the name of the run that we used, which is long1, and what do we see in that directory. And you can see that there's basically an AWR report per each of our run. The name will always have the number of schemas used, number of threads, the update percentage, and the runtime, so you can always detect the correct permutation of slob that you ran, and the matching tar file of that will have basically anything that any other files that was created during these runs. As I mentioned, IOStat, MPstat, VMstat, the AWR report in HTML, and the slob configuration that we use for this run, and even the Oracle database ORA file, in case you want to also play with all sorts of changing Oracle database parameters. And so to print all of this, there's another script that I've created that is part of the repo. And if we'll just point it into the directory, it looks not very readable in here. We can just easily copy this, go into a spreadsheet, copy it into the spreadsheet, and now this makes a lot more sense, and we can read all the data. Basically, we have the node name. Remember, all these scripts you can also run on multiple Oracle clients. The number of schemas we use, threads, update percentage, the number of SQL executions, physical reads, in case that we have, this is a read-only, so we only have 5 physical writes, probably just redo log changes, and we see the same thing for all the permutation that we've done. That's the end of this set of videos, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you will test Oracle on Azure using Lightbits storage.